Hey Jake, welcome. How goes your Xenonauts? Long play with Baron. I've seen the first episode. I suppose now it's Baron's turn, right? I'm gonna have the webcam. Unfortunately, it's very cold and I cannot have my jumper here, so I'm gonna have the blanket. Baron will be next on Thursday. Okay, looking forward to that. He's gonna inherit a fairly good start, I think. We'll see what he does with it. I'm sure it's not gonna be anything nasty or gonna inherit. Now, let's take a look at this map. So this map is called, however it is called, just find it. Paludis Litus by xHyuukin. And there are some instructions that come with it, so let's read that real quick. It is time to expand our empire to further lands overseas. Find a city in the shadows of the cliffs and grow population on one of our outposts. The lands near the coast are swampy and harsh, which once was used as a natural reinforcements for the outpost, but now makes it a challenge to urbanize the region. Extending overseas will be critical to the mission and cost you many men and capital, but trust me, the new trade opportunities will bring wealth over far territories. Win conditions: 6,000 population, 20 culture, 90 prosperity, 80 favor, 80 peace. Additionally, build a coliseum, so we need to build a monument. You'll need patricians anyway, so I think it's gonna be fine. Rules: you have to cover the needed labor for the Roman outpost. Do not destroy buildings of the Roman outpost and rebuild them if destroyed. And okay, right. We will have access to 2 trade routes, I think. So one of them is land trade route here in Taranto, which buys pottery 25, costs 1,000 to open up. And then we have Syracuse for 7,000 denarii, a flooring dancer, which buys oil and olives and furniture, but it's a sea trade route, and the map itself isn't terribly flat or usable for a regular construction, so I'll have to figure something out. Entry point right here, exit point right here. There's some natives. There's a native meeting hut here, which we could use that for extra industry. Now, there's something to be said about how to develop this area, because we want to keep this caravan route as fast as possible. So preferably you would pacify these natives to make use of this clay area. Let's take a look at the native overlay. Yeah, it stretches so a little bit further than I would like. Extra industry. Yeah. We'll have to use the natives, I think, for the extra income. But first thing we need to do is really think about where to set up the first housing block. And it's not very straightforward. This map is very fertile. You can farm basically anywhere you want. You have wheat, so on a central map that means that people can be fed quite easily. But space for regular blocks is at a premium. There is some space over here that could fit fairly sizable place, but that's gonna be for patricians, I guess. And maybe one more housing block, but our first one needs to go here in between these lakes, I think. It's gonna be pretty nasty to figure out. Let's just start by removing some of these trees. Also, there is military on this map. You have access to forts. There is also this place, so there is a path. It's actually blocked off. But yeah, there is this, so that makes me think, oh yeah, there might be an invasion point, and you might have to cut into it to make it happen, otherwise you're not gonna get immigration for a long time. Something on this bank. Maybe it's there to discourage you from just using this. But you could still use it and set up a regular block, you know, instead of something horrible over here. I think I favor that actually. let's get into it. There might be an earthquake here, which would be pretty bad. But yeah, I think we can use this. This is cut off, right? Yes. Shouldn't need to really worry about that too much. Just clear here. It's gonna be a lot of denarii for clearing, but it's open land. Much better for construction. That places can be used. Let's just open this up. We could also set up getting warehouses for pottery along here, and don't worry about pacifying the natives initially. I think we might have to do that. Just make the pottery elsewhere. But it would have been nice to have it here. Let's just start with the first housing block. How much labor do we need? 151 for the freaking outpost. And we start with not that much. Yeah, it's because we have all these buildings in it. There's also a supply post in there. But this is gonna explode. There are no engineers. There's an engineer and a prefect on the upper area. This doesn't have one though, I don't think. There's a prefect there. There's an engineer there. It's hideous because it's 2x2 roads for the most part, but might work. So that means we have to feed the supply post from here, granary, and then have it get some food. If we want military, we have to use this one, that one. So we need to preserve the buildings of the outpost. Well, do we have plaza? We do. Still think we want to keep at least one space. This is cut off, so we can just freely get this area. It's gonna be expensive to run the very first block as well. Might have to go into that. But we cannot get invaded by Caesar, otherwise it's gonna kill our economy. Let's drop our saving, our salary to 2 denarii. I need a lot of labor to cover the costs of the outpost, to even be able to do something of our own design. So let's just do this. Let's add some housing on this side as well. We'll need some temples. Prefect, engineer, doctor, and a barber. Just let people move in. You have to water them from here. Which isn't the greatest thing because it's gonna cut into my fertile area. We could feed some people off of this. That was my plan anyway. Could also have another block here. Okay, the initial city is gonna be tight on money because of all the extra labor we have to do for the outpost. It's a lot. 150 is a lot of workers. It's gonna mean that our initial city is just not gonna be profitable. This doesn't even staff the necessary stuff yet. Should have made an angled block around the place where reservoir ends up. Yeah, could have done that instead, but it doesn't really matter. The map is really fertile. You could just get it. It's just gonna cut into immediate area for the farms a little bit. If the farmland was a bit more limited, it would have made more sense, but it's just absolutely everywhere, and you have wheat, so it doesn't really matter, it's just the proximity of it. Yeah, it's very high fertilizer. Now we are even with workers. We'll have to start watering them soon though, so let's make a farm for wheat. I need to figure the food out first. And we cannot have a thing here anyways, because it would block everything off. It's gonna be a warehouse here eventually. Let's get some services. No, except wheat. It can be here. This would be fine. Get some plaza tiles. I still haven't downloaded the recent version of Augustus, so the most recent unstable. So I have the bug with the forts, which is gonna be really annoying. Let's get some markets. Theater on a school. Start taxing them, at least with the added labor initially. The sponging we can maybe tax them a bit. What we'll need to do is set up the pottery industry now. I think we are gonna pacify the natives, we'll have to do it anyways. I'll pacify the natives from somewhere over here. Be using this. Let's wait until they calm down. Rest of this risk of natives. might be an invasion point, which would be very cool. Let's have the warehouse there. Yeah. Raw materials, clay. We'll need a bunch. Let's do 4. 8 workshops. Six, 7, and 8. Have to go into debt for this. But it was sort of expected. I'm just gonna accept pottery. Yes, bailout. So that's gonna keep us afloat until we can make some pottery and then start selling it. Tax is gonna be important as well. Those offer higher. Another bot.
My governors think money grows on trees.
It's necessary. I would like to just carpet this with plaza. I cannot do it. I don't think. We'll have to set up a new farming area, which we will be having labor for. It's just, oh yeah, now we have pottery, let's start selling it. It's gonna be that. So we'll need to recover that and then use the money from it for other things. Now the natives should start trading, yeah. Good. Are the prices modified from the start? This doesn't seem a vanilla price, yeah. Yeah, it's modified, it gets 90, 60, 70 for oil. Yeah, it's like one of my maps. Severe nerf to the value. I was wondering that, since it felt like I sold a bunch, but only got a little bit. It's fine, we just need to recover the debt. The natives are gonna buy a huge amount, I'm gonna have to overinvest. It's gonna piss Caesar off, but I need it. Need to recover. Yeah, this is not going so well. The food is just not enough. We'll have to figure that out. After we get some money. Yeah, he's pissed, I know. Okay. Now it's getting slightly better. Let's just make sure we make even more. This. Need to sell obscene quantities to really get the desired effect. I know. It's gonna be constant fluctuations early on. We need tax to stabilize. Let's make some farms. This is gonna be more than enough. Make this into a loop. It's gonna accept wheat. It's gonna get it. Hey Kerry, welcome. It's a fancy tree setup in the north. Yeah, it's like a orchard. He had that same sort of thing in the last map, where it was actually a large map with estates and a bunch of these things by xHyuukin. He likes to do things like this. It does mean that you have to just carpet destroy everything though, because there's no way to fit an industry in between or anything. You have to get rid of it. So it always feels like you're just destroying it completely. Pottery price is just so low. It's okay. Once we get some taxes in, it's gonna recover. I'll have to invest into more plaza. Even though we don't really have the dosh for it. I might actually go for some legionary statues earlier than I would. Just because it will cover more. I know. Yeah. Okay. Can use this corner for pottery, I guess. Or we could make some here. You start with the buildings in the... Yes. It's what you need to keep. It's 150 workers to start with. You also have your supply post here. Oh, the guards are getting pissy already. I'll have to solve that. Where? Not there. Eldrington, welcome. That's pretty. We're doing cold, Marek. I'm very cold. But I cannot have my black jumper, otherwise you are not gonna be able to see anything. Because the green screen says no. And I don't really have many other color jumpers. I will, however, get one soon. Hey, Fairby. Cables, red or purple, yeah. That'll do, be warm. It's fine. I have a green blanket as well, but that would just be even worse. With the green screen, you can imagine. So let's not have that. You have to go crazy on these. Let's move this engineer, if possible. I don't have very many spaces for them. I have to demolish this workshop. These. Better book this off. Now we actually have a place for an engineer here. Well.
You again.
Tiny detail, move your cam down a few pixels. It's really rough to just move it incrementally, it just does this. You can do this if you want. As good as it will get, yeah. Contaminated water, it's not great. I have to get to a bathhouse. We also have to start getting some pottery duties. Soon. Sooner rather than later. If we had surpluses, we could do it here. Oh, wheat. We wanted wheat. We will have it soon enough. I think. Send it. Favor is sort of precious. Is there a distant battle already? No. Unless it's a native attack us first, we are still fine. But now we have to figure out how to get pottery to these scripts. If there is a significant surplus, I could do it from here. But it's very far away. And I need this place for other things though, because you want to make them ground insulate preferable. But the food is gonna be tight because of this. We could have another granary in here. It's just rough. Maybe small insulae are fine for this block. If we have patricians, it's gonna be fine. Let's make a warehouse. Couple of workshops. It's 3x3 is awkward to fit anything in there. And we'll need one more clay pit. It's very far away, that wouldn't really work. I guess we cannot have it. Or we could just make a bridge and make the clay pit on the other side. It's not very good to have it like that, but it would work. Which is the main thing. Also, these guys absolutely hate the clay pit. Can accept pottery, don't trade it. Accept. It's gonna be jobs. They will like jobs. And you'll invest into the plaza soon. But first we do amphitheater. Gladiators. Cool. Actors colony needs to go here. Clay pit collab. Oh yeah. I don't have services out here. Let's fix that. Apparently it's Quake 2's 25th anniversary this year. Intent. The old Quakes are not great for a modern player. The newest one I'm willing to play is Quake 4. And I've already done that on Steam, on hardest without saves. It was pretty insane. But yeah, the old ones... I'm just not the biggest fan of the old systems. If I play a shooter, The oldest thing I can do is Wolfenstein. Anything before that is just no. Why? 2022. I have so many things to choose from. Why would I play that of all things? It's just... I get it. It was made when people didn't have choices. Now you can have so many things. Why would you choose that of all things? It's beyond me. But maybe you have an answer for that. Okay, this last thing, I'm gonna fit some Lararii. They're classical. No, it's not good. It's nostalgia goggles. It's blinding you. Gladiator School. I'll have to make it here. Is it good? No. But it's gonna work. We need to insulate taxes to bail us out from this horrible, horrible trade price. The natives are helping out. Let's invest into a small little cheeky native highway. It's gonna be worth it. You better believe it. Okay, insulate. Now, let's send Caesar his pots. And we'll have to properly think about militarism. Hey, Blubber, welcome. Thanks for the raid. 1500 denarii. It's not enough to really think about anything big yet, but I'd feel safer with some military going on. We do have some spare labor, so what we'll need to do, because of how this outpost is set up, we'll have to get a granary over here. Have to give it its own service so it doesn't collapse. Gonna get wheat, and then we will have some production going on here. But we could just, you know, make sure that this is farmable. But yeah, I believe we will have to have the source nearby. Just farm this, I guess. Hey Solar, welcome. City is so pretty, unlike Blubber's efficient cities. No, this outpost is not something I've built. This starts without the temples. You start with this and it's your cross. You have to bat it. It's 150 workers. You have to sink into this initially, and you cannot do anything about it. It's one of the additional challenges to not have to... you cannot modify or remove it. So this is your cross to bear. You also have your supply post here, and Blubber is actually a scrap in terms of planning things compared to my designs. It's just more so. I am even more soulless, if you can believe it. So yeah, if you are used to Blubber's blocks, they are kind of original. Mine are not. If I can, I will build soulless blocks, which I can over here. Even though the map doesn't really suit it very well, if you just use this place, it does. I hope there's no earthquake here. That could be really bad. Okay, we'll have to farm over here. Let's use a granary there. We wouldn't be able to use it for anything else really. Anyways, just get a couple of farms. It's gonna be enough. It's gonna accept wheat. This is getting it. We'll have to make our forts and barracks. Do we have military academy? Yes, it makes me a little bit worried. We can spring for an earthquake. Hey Blubber, welcome. Thanks for the raid. But yeah, Solar was thinking, oh yeah, you built nice things. No, why would you ever design anything like this? With your right mind, no one would ever. But, yeah, he mentioned like, oh, it's not like Blubber with efficiency. Okay. What does our housing advisor say? You do have some money. What's the situation militarily? We are fine. Opening up Syracuse costs 7,000 though. So we just don't have that yet. I doubt we ever will. At this rate. The only reason we are not bankrupt is the tax. Spotter is 90. How do we get marble? Syracuse sells marble, and that's how we are gonna get marble to construct. What's the goal? Coliseum. Yeah, we need to build a Coliseum. Right. Where do we build our army? Anyways, I think here, but I cannot hug the edge with the forts as I would. Oh no, we will build the forts here actually. This is a better spot for them. Let's just clear this. We'll have to do a barracks as well as a academy. It's fine, just have it here. Maybe we even shift the barracks to that area. Might have to go into that, but starting to make some javelins is gonna be useful. Let's keep some space. Maybe we'll want a highway eventually. I kinda doubt that, but never know. String xHyuukin's nice trees. What can you do? You cannot build anything with the trees like that. And I will absolutely demolish every single tree if I can. I don't care about the trees. The trees are an abstraction, if anything. We do have timber locally, so we will chop some of it, but then I can even remove the trees that are being chopped and the timber yards will still work. As you know. Hungry soldiers, it's gonna be fine. The supply post is not working because no people live nearby. It's because this, well, how are we gonna solve that? Let's just add a road tile to that. And it's gonna all collapse because of it. I wouldn't be surprised. Now they have food. So they should continue recruiting. Let's get another fort. Population advisor. Almost everyone's in the city. Because of the prosperity goal, we might want to give them furniture. But I don't really want to use this area for it. I think we are gonna manufacture furniture over here. Are the map restrictions of where you can build? No. There are no restrictions like that. You just have to keep the outpost. And build a coliseum. Furniture. Forts are filling up, then olives, yeah. I don't want to make them. It's fine, we can actually make some oil. Problem is getting more food to these guys, more types is gonna be difficult. I was thinking making them Grand Insulae. Or even an arena would be a tight fit. I think we'll keep them... maybe give them furniture, but that's the extent we can go. Just for the prosperity. Now, we'll need to make some oil though. It's timber. Let's just make a couple of timber yards. We can use it later, so... accept some timber in here. Make some olives. Except olives. There are some natives, yeah, here. Right. Yeah, fruit. So many requests, but it's easy way for us to get favor at least. So we should fulfill them. Can use the fruit for the patricians later. Medium insulae. Send him the olives. Money is piling up. Start making some oil. Over here. And then map making question again. If you can import vines and vine will count as two types of vine. Yes, but it's not the imported vines that count. It only counts if you have local vines or imported vines. It doesn't really matter. It counts if you have a workshop in the city for wine. That's one type. Plus any other trade route that sells you vine will count as a separate type. So you could have one for imported vines or local. If you have local vines and you import vines, it's gonna still count as one type, because it counts the fact you have a running workshop in the city for wine as a second or first kind, and then the second one is imported. So that works. Okay, let's make sure we don't die in military. And people, we'll have to set up a new block, and then after that we'll build patricians. It's not gonna be easy access to this, but it doesn't really matter. I don't want to build anywhere else, it's just so poor for building. 3 tiles from the back if possible. This works. It doesn't need to have the warehouse, at least. I don't think. So that's good. But fitting granaries is gonna be a little bit awkward in here. Make this shorter, I guess. Not like to... no, I'd rather make that one shorter. And I'll have just 2 tiles, that's just not good. But it's gonna be alright. Desirability might be a little bit tighter than I would like, but it's fine. We'll just connect the blocks and, rather than do anything else. It's gonna work. But what we will need is another granary over here. No, this is... I know. I have to fiddle around with this. Sure, it can be like this. Cats are here. Might have heard the noises. But I can't play with them right now. It's tough luck for them. Where is the explosion? Here. Right, I didn't have things. Let's build things. Perfect. Can you show one? I could, if I could catch them, but they are running away because they think it's playtime. So they want to be chased. They like to be chased. But you need to walk after them very slowly. And it's like, oh, hairless ape cannot catch me, I am speed. And if you in fact do try to catch them, they don't enjoy it as much, but if you just pretend, they like it. So they want me to do that, but I'm not in the market for that because it would take a while and probably couldn't catch one. So I might show one if any of them come close, but I can't really leave right now, so we'll see. So my cat was at midnight this running around like a madman for no reason. Yeah. Story of my life. Give her catnip. Leave me alone. Just give her drugs, yeah. No, I know it's not totally the same, but it kinda is. As long as it works. Get a fountain. Yeah, oil. Let's give him oil. Theater. School. Plaza. Thanks, man. Statues. Bathhouse. That's gonna be fine. Might have to do yet another granary. And increase the output over here. Which is going to be a little bit awkward. Sorry, quite it is. But it is gonna add some food. It's not very efficient. Okay. We have an explosion because the prefect is spending a lot of time just bashing the rioting plebs. Just another prefect for public order. And it's gonna be fine. Because they are struggling to get enough food, that's why it's causing this. But we'll get more. I'm not feeling very good about building so close to the edge here. It doesn't feel very safe. Those extra farms should help though. That's annoying. Let's shut that off for a moment. So otherwise the evolutions are gonna be screwed up. We'll just move in. Rioting, yes, I know. Just pay them more. You have to pay them more. I have to wait for this to merge though. This is getting real bad. It's all because of the mergers. It's gonna take them a while to arrive here. This might be really bad. Right, we'll see. Let's disable the forum for a bit. It's causing most of the outrage. Now we can activate the fountains again. Alright, immediately. It's alright, they will behave. It's causing just so many problems. Let's just rebuild this school here. I don't want to deal with this place. It's very far from the entrance, so it's part of the reason why it's just not very good. Things. Still could use more wheat. Send pottery. We do have quite a bit of wheat now, it's just taking a long time for the market ladies to fetch it here. We'll need another market. That's gonna help stabilize this place. Okay, now we need labor, so let's build patricians over here. Do we save up for the trade route? Dock would have to go here. Could make some money, but 70 for oil is really low. 460. It's not worth it to open up the sea trader. I don't know what the instructions were bitching about. Oh yeah, invest into it, it's worth it. No, it's not. That costs 7,000. Before you recover in profit, it would take decades. If ever. The only reason we have money is taxes. Can we get wine easily from the land trade route? Yes. We'll have to build a coliseum, which will happen later. But for now, I don't need max level patricians, I don't think. Just some patricians would be nice. Well, what's the housing advisor say anyways? Yeah, we can still fit a bunch of people in the city. We will have to do a mission post to calm down these guys. I think. It's clear that this is the best place for patricians. That's why the natives are here. Let's calm them down. It's far from an efficient layout, but it might be good enough. Need him to do his rounds. He wants wine now, yeah, I was thinking about having some soon. Set up a new warehouse. Just gonna accept wine. 8 units. Portrait. Natives are calmed down. So, patricians. How do we set them up? If this was one more tile, it would be good, but it isn't. So what we could do is just not have this middle row. Try to get that desirability some other way. We do have plaza. That's gonna help a bit. Some sort of deal with this. This should be enough, right? No, this is not large enough for a patrician, but we could have something else. Maybe a couple of patricians on the outside as well. Grenades and logistics here. Sounds like some are requesting assistance from their human. They are bored. It's boredom. They have toys, they have everything. It's just boredom. That's what it is. It was not distress. It's just boredom. That's what it is. Some temples on this side. Not there. We'll be adding the houses now, I think. It's gonna be awful to water them all. You have to do it from different angles. This works. This will get fruits. We'll have to do some fishing. Could maybe fit a granary? No, you'd have to pacify the native, and I don't really want to do that. Just on the edge of natives. It's gonna accept fish. We will only use it for the patricians. It's gonna be some extra wheat, which is gonna be useful. I know, that is not good. Set up markets. We'll be building the warehouses now. Would be good to have logistics over here. So what to do? Maybe 3 warehouses. Let's get water and oil, I guess. Furniture and wine. And that one spare, you'll see if anything needs to be split up. It's cool. With the bathhouse, amphitheater, arena. Linehouse, gladiator school, actress colony. Library. Do we have an academy? Yes. Got a tavern. Hospital. Oh wait, Caesar is pissed like crazy. Send him the request. It's because of the debt. Send him a gift. If he invades us, we don't instantly die. But main thing now is we need to recover the debt. Otherwise we are just gonna die. I invested so much money this year, it's because of that. I don't want to die to Caesar. I really don't. Maybe we go for another fort just to be safe. And then you'll have to kill one of his attacks. That's what needs to happen. Yeah. You have 19 favor, so maybe a repeated gift could help us out a bit. 24 favor. No, they were innate, but we can beat the first attack. Let's get a form. Furniture. We need a couple more workshops. We are already making extra timber. But let's add one more. Let's add a couple of extra workshops, and that's gonna help out increase the output. Because we are using the furniture for these guys as well. So you should be cautious. These guys are not getting their things. I'll have to remove those. It's causing public order issues. Get on insulae. Some of these are complaining about desirability already. Let's get some equestrian statues. Was it my water source? It might have been. Well, I can water them from here, and then this one from there. That is huge. We are taxing them now, but it's not enough. Might have to increase the taxes and wages. Try to recover. Some of the requests, we can fulfill them. It's gonna maybe help us with the favor a bit, but need to recover the debt soon, otherwise we are just gonna be screwed up. Emigration. More tents. Get another market. There are goods, just need to get them. Is this not working? No, never worked because this prefect needs to go here. Then we'll add another food type. Oh, they want a hospital, right? That's what I wanted to build before. Let's build it. Better patricians, it's gonna mean more taxes, hopefully stabilizing so we don't get invaded again. You have the fruit, send it. Yeah, in here public order is still an issue. We need to make this market so that it only gets wheat. Just distribute food. That's what we need the most. Cities Grand Temple would actually help, but I cannot construct monuments, I don't think. Hey, nice PC bot, welcome. Nice webcam, yeah. It's an improvement. A lot of people are happy with it, so I guess it's majority of people actually like it. So that's why we'll keep it. I'll have to open up the trade route for marble, but it's 7,000 Plus the marble costs. It's not gonna be simple. Need to run with this for a while. Are people still unhappy? They are still annoyed. It's because of the tax, right? Let's drop the tax. That's it. Professionals thing, well, far from it. But it's getting better. Let's say. 3.2, yes. I think it is. It might be 3.1. I didn't grab the latest unstable. I still have the bug with the forts. But it's unstable. It's the almost the most recent one, I think. Right. In here it doesn't look like we have enough really. Get some more wheat. A series ground temple would help us so much. Getting better, I think. Yeah. These two 1x1s are just horrific. Let's water them all. Create sounds. People dying, yes. You have some issues. Unfortunately for the people involved, we are not going to be fixing those issues. The struggle of the common man does not interest us at all. What interests us is getting out of here, because this map is kind of cruel with its placement of things. I think it would be good to move on at this point. Just get the goals. Consider some challenge like 1 million population. No, even 10,000 is way too much. You would end up labor sponging like crazy. You would need to set up an extremely huge map. 1 million is not possible, by the way. Best you can do is like 100,000, I think. Maybe 150,000, but the amount of labor sponging you would have to do with Augustus is insane. So if you want that, go and do that yourself. I don't have any interest in that at all. I already suffer and hate building cities when I have to labor sponge like crazy, which is gonna happen here as well, but it's just 6,000 people, so it's not a big deal. But as you get further up, I played a map with 50,000 pop goal, I had 25,000 and I said, fuck it, it sucks. This is not how this game works. 1,000 is achievable in original CS3. Yeah, but maps are not larger and Augustus is more space demanding in what you need to build. So you can imagine it doesn't really synergize very well with silly, insane, not good goals like that. You have to set up the sea trader for the marble. Spell that dock. Oh no, cancel it. Natives. Native. Oh. Yeah. They immediately got pissed off. What did they smash? They will kill my patricians here. All it takes is one tick. I get it, you are Angry. Western statue. Goddess. Unfortunately, it's gonna mess up the patricians now. That's not good. Hospital. You nailed it. After playing and completing Tarsum, a lot of other maps feel really easy. Get so much money from trade and getting large blocks running is no problem. Yeah. That's why it's so different to play the most challenging maps and then coming back to play the campaign or regular maps. Just, you cannot compare really. But I have more maps that have been made. So I could just play those, you know. Okay, we need to pacify these guys. Let's do it from here. That's not a very good place for a warehouse, is it? I'll have to set it up here instead. It's gonna be a little bit weird, but it doesn't really matter. Workshops, you'll have to sell them olives, or oil rather. Oil workshops. It's got like 4. At least so that it's sort of profitable. It's never gonna be profitable because we get paid 70 denarii for a single piece of oil, and that's very little. So it's even the labor costs are gonna be higher, I think. Let's do that. Before we open up the trader, we'll just stockpile stuff though, because it costs 7,000, and that's a lot of money. So let's just wait. We also might want to prepare timber and clay for monument construction. I just cancelled something. I don't know what it is. I probably cancelled my warehouse. No, it's perfect. Right. Work camp and architect's guild. Build it here. Need to create a connection. Connect this up. Connect this. Do they plan to expand the map size? Yes. And there are things like province map and such planned, but nobody knows when it's gonna happen. Oh, my money just died again. Not very good. Still having problems with feeding everyone. Let's get another market. Let's get them to only fetch wheat as well. Mentioned 10 times the current map size is plausible. Yeah, but still, million people or even these like insane sized cities. What's the fun in placing like 500 mission posts to soak up your labor? Caesar is just not a game where you have tens of thousands of people in the city. It's just even 6,000 will yield you unemployment. Usually, it depends on the trade you have, but anything in the magnitude of 12k plus is just gonna have Insane amount of surplus labor. What is that good for? It serves no purpose. It's just annoying. Public order is gonna be insane to keep. Oh, my money just died. Oh, why? Tax hike time. But it's not gonna help much. Where's economy tab? Levies 2,200. I didn't trade anything. Oh, they killed the warehouse, I think. Yeah, they killed the warehouse, that's why I don't have credit. No! Fuck, I'm dead. Accept pottery in here. Hmm. 38% of workforce, or 50 to 60. Keep holding problem. No, game just doesn't work like that. It's not designed for this amount of people. If you want to have tens of hundreds of thousands of people, there are other games like that. Caesar is not one of them. And you can have it, but hundreds of labor sponging buildings. You are not gonna have a good time. To say the least. This is so bad. Salary stored up, maybe for a gift, but no, you have 2 denarii. Okay, we can replace this warehouse now. Caesar is gonna invade us, that's just a given at this point. But you know, it's fine. Maybe we can still survive that. Natives smashed the warehouse, I didn't notice it, it's so bad. Okay, let's keep the other one as well. Now we can disable the pottery in here. Start emptying it? No, let's just keep it in here. It's fine. We will slowly recover that. Favor can be ground up, that's fine. You need peace, population, favor. It's gonna be fine. We need the coliseum though, that's one of the goals, so money need to be stockpiled up. We need 7,000 for the trade route though. Drop the taxes a bit. I often have workers deficit in cities like 20,000 plus in the original Season 3. But Augustus is different. And also in regular season, in Julius, you actually don't mind unemployment at all, because it only affects the city so much, and at some point people just are not gonna bother minding it anymore. If it's like 60%, you can run 60% unemployment cities, you know? But that's not good. Augustus fixes that, where you just constantly get hit by bigger and bigger debuffs as you have more and more unemployment. But if you have a 20,000 city in the original Season 3 and you have a labor problem, it's because the city is old as fuck. I'm not gonna play the city for like 70 years, I'm gonna win in 40, 50 years. If your city is like 70, 80 years old, then yes, but it's your problem, it's because of your inefficiency, it's not because of the game. The game is not designed to have cities over hundreds of years. People have built eternal cities and such, or eternal in quotation marks, nothing is true eternal, but yeah, your goal is to win in a reasonable time scale before your first workers become old people, usually. There are some special circumstances in most maps, which are custom maps, that could stretch the limit, but in campaign or anything, there is no reason to have old people, really. You win way before that. If not, then you are doing something wrong. Culture unemployment is like 2 to 3%, but nothing is truly eternal. And yes, there are people who pull that off. Augustus is different though. It removed the ghost problem, which is one of the things. But if you are trying to argue for something that's just not a thing, I say, if you like that, it's fine, you can play it, but don't even mention it around here. Million people in a city in Caesar? No. Even 15,000 is way too much, and I'm already gonna complain about it. If it's anything beyond that, it's just insane, and I don't recommend anyone does that. We need money for the frickin' trade route. 7,000. Now we could... no, we cannot fit another one. I see the devolutions already. We'll maybe win before we can build a freaking coliseum. People was like in one of these campaigns. Yeah. That's how Caesar works. But you can always do mass exodus with aqueducts. Just remove a reservoir and let them devolve and move away and then move back in. It's gonna crash your city initially, but if you have money, you can actually do that. Just wait until they leave this map though, because otherwise they will move right back. Or just make healthcare worse. Yeah, if you want massive fumigations. That's why going... that was actually sort of an exploit. It's not an exploit, it's just how we play. But Jake likes to do low healthcare, small casa cities in Julius. For obvious reasons. It's absolutely broken in Julius. He runs 60% unemployment, so he pays way less than he's gaining from taxation. People are still loving him. Castles won't complain about anything. And he avoids fumigations just by that little teeny bit, just to have them die off quickly. Well, none of this is possible in Augustus. And on top of that, the healthcare issues you have in Augustus with scaling population and the malus you get, it throws that equation completely out of the window. Just bring it down a bit, all people die at a better age. It still isn't good, especially this map does have contaminated water as well. Like, many maps do have that. It feels like it's every second map has that nowadays. And paired with Augustus things, if we get more people in the city, it would be crashing. So I'm very cautious, very cautious about doing anything to help, basically, because I know what could happen, and it's not good. So we need some super big culture spam parks for 50,000 Augustus, million schools. It's not million, but a lot of labor sponging buildings you would have to build, but that's not good. You are building superficial, worthless things that are just artificial. You don't need it. You need it only to provide artificial jobs. That's not how life works. I'm gonna build things if they provide you anything, but not if it works like that. It's not good. Just need a favor now, but we need to build a coliseum. That's one of the goals. I will give it him though, because you'll need to start grinding favor. I'm wondering if we should go into that, open the trade route. Socialism. Yeah, basically. It just feels so bad. You know what? Go now and play a city with 100 or 50,000 pop. And you just record that experience you are gonna be having after you... Especially the higher pop cities punish you for being efficient because you need more jobs the more efficient you are. And you need to just spam worthless shit all over the place. Especially try to avoid levy, just so your economy isn't crushed. It's not good. Good experience. For you maybe. For me it isn't. It's for sure. So please, let's stop this discussion. And just, you know, you go and do that. And I go and do this. I don't care. I don't want to play horrible maps with too high population goals. There is such a way as to a high population goal. And it's anything with above 10,000. Depending on the map and trade in question, but 10,000 is the peak you want for most maps. Anything extra is just pain. It's pure pain. What is his reasoning for not playing Augustus? Well, because Augustus changes everything he uses to exploit the game to oblivion. You can imagine that most of his stuff he does wouldn't work in Augustus, and changes the general excuse is, oh, it changes the game too much, it's very different, you know, yada yada. Well, truly, it's about every single thing he uses. It's just Augustus says no. So he would have to basically relearn the game in many regards. He does know a lot, but he would be struggling quite a bit with some of the things. Sell them the oil. Let's not accept traders to take things from here. Find me a lot to relearn it. Find new balance for the city. It's different, everyone has to learn new things when you play Augustus. Your stuff that would work in the original game just doesn't work anymore, but it doesn't make it bad. Just makes it different. Need a coliseum. It's gonna cost me an arm and a leg. I already know that. Let's make a farm. Let's build it. It is one of the goals after all, so we have to do it. Let's make sure desirability is high enough around here. No Grand Temples. It feels like we haven't built a freaking Grand Temple in like 5 maps recently because all of them are so tight. Plebeians are refusing to work. Yes, they hate the fact we are taxing them. It's unfortunate for them. The Coliseum is getting built. It actually went up quite quick, which is good. We are using a lot of our money for marble though. We'll drop the taxes a bit. So pushers are wanting to deposit stuff in this warehouse. It's not very good. Send another gift, I guess. We'll have to grind favor with gifts. There are gonna be no requests, I don't think. But if we don't go into that, we should be fine. Just gain it over time. Even more marble. Looks like we'll be able to complete in 2 hours as well. It's a good time scale for season 3 maps. Just be done with them in 2 hours. With all resources available on place, so I definitely need 50,000 cities. No. One, I told you to go and do that yourself. Don't talk about obscene population cities anymore. We talked about it a lot. I don't want to hear any excessive numbers of pop in the cities anymore for like a year after the stream. But it's fine, I'm gonna be tolerant. The other thing, you can save edit maps. I can make whatever map available with all resources. So that is just not an argument. That has been in the game for ages. You just need to use an external program for it. But you can totally do it. Population discrepancy. We'll have to add people to this place. Let's get fountain. You can save edit maps and make them have things that they wouldn't have before. You can add clay to desert, you can do whatever. But you just don't want that usually because it breaks the balance too much, it makes it too easy. We will set up a new granary here, just to get wheat. Oh, not there. Gonna have to do it on the corner. Being done. We could do a series, or yeah, if we really wanted to. No, maybe we need just make these houses. It's gonna help. Already food is a little bit of an issue. Series would help definitely, but we can't really have that many more people, right? We have some capacity. We have to add some plebs, I guess. Well, this already has all the resources. Just add a very small block here. Need only a little bit. Or somehow add more to this, but that's really risky, I think. They just evolved, so that's extra capacity, right? Bit, yeah. Okay, let's give it some time. They'll move in. Remove some superficial things if you want it. If we have anything like that. Oh no, it's the outpost. Yeah, right. Patricians want wine or more entertainment while they are so low tier. They want another wine type. Which I cannot give them another wine type. I'd have to give them a Venus vine. But we don't need it. We only need favor and stability. The favor is gonna be so bad. What are the games? There is a game. There are games for favor, right? I don't have that kind of money in personal funds. Since you'll have to be here for a while, I might have to invest into a new area for labs. So the requests did deplete quite quickly. It was because of the debt. If the natives didn't destroy my warehouse, I would have been fine. But the natives said no to my existence. Let's make a line block, I guess. Just something simple. You don't need it to have insane amount of pop in here. Just something like this. Set up a granary. It's gonna get wheat. I'm only gonna go small insulated piece, I think. want a warehouse. That's gonna be getting pottery. House. Gladiator school, actor school, and I have to build these things here. Gonna build up to the edge. There haven't any attacks on this map, so I don't think there's gonna be any. Most likely. I'm not sure why we even have forts done, but it was kind of deceiving. Just had no idea if there was gonna be anything like that or not. Let's get a school. All 5 temple types, no marble. I just don't like jealousness, so if I place temples, I could do it in a dump, but I don't really have many dump locations, so I have to set up a new one. Since we have space, I'm just gonna dump them here. Struggling with food. I could feed them fruits, maybe. Instead. If I need more, it's gonna be bad. These workshops, I could maybe move them. Not really. Could have one here. Yeah, let's just have -1, that's fine. This is gonna get... Fruit seems low now, so let's get some wheat as well for good measure. This will need a roadblock, otherwise the market is gonna definitely spawn in here. And actually will be covered from the block, it's or at least this loop, so I don't need extra things. They'll want a theater though, so let's make sure we place this temple here. Actually, somewhere else. All we really want is small and silly. Most curved roads ever. Not really. I've seen worse. It's far from perfect because of the terrain. But it's good not to be able to build standard blocks all the time. But we did build standard blocks over here. Shortages. What's the deal? Okay, I'm gonna have to build the Grand Temple to Ceres, otherwise you'll die from instability. And let's get another granary over here. The road through the aqueduct. Just a couple of farms, but most importantly, connect this so they deposit surplus food. Could get furniture to them if we don't want it, but prosperity is probably fine. It's not, it's still 85. But that's because of some of the tents we have, I think. Yeah. It's gonna help soon. Soon we'll have more. It would help us if we could build a low bridge. That doesn't help us at all. Cannot have nice things, okay. Instability again. Over here. They should be getting this wheat, but just trying to figure it out, I guess. Is it accessible? It should be. Why don't you get wheat? I'm gonna have to set up a new thing. Only get wheat. It's close, get it. No. Just get a new connection done. Out of credit? Oh no. It's because of the Grand Temple, we just bought so much marble. Yeah. I can't lose favor like that. Stop importing marble. What's our savings at? 80. Just let it recover. This is not good. They just refuse to get the wheat. And fruit is kind of tight. Why do you refuse to get to wheat? You could connect it like this, but it's not good. Shouldn't be necessary. Well, if it helps, that's all that counts. Are you getting it? Just set it to accepting instead. Let's do this. Now we should get it, yeah. It's fine. The money is just horrendous. It's another thing we need to solve. I guess some of our... Oh, this is fine. You have high unemployment. It's 14 favor. I'm gonna die to Caesar if I don't solve this quickly. Oh, freaking map. I should have won when I got the chance, but I was, no, let's build a coliseum because the goal says so. Well, it turns out it's stupid. As most of the goals were, but it's because it didn't help me evolve them by a single step. It's just I'm doing it because the map says so. It's not because it's needed or anything. Practical reasons are basically not there. We will have to build a Ceres temple. Support the marble again. It's gonna crush us. Don't shut it off again. Let's hope we don't get invaded. It's 9. I'll have to send him a gift. Mercury blessing. Doesn't really help us too much. Okay, it's almost done. Good. We have to make this 8% again. Grand Temple is done. Let's give them the consumption reduction. Carters from the farms are going faster. It's actually useful. We need to do yearly gifts. 8 months. hope we can hold the money. Legion attacks, okay. Send them a gift again. It's gonna save us, most likely not. Prevent it to death again. Might die here. It's a lot of attacks. It's gonna be full one as well, I think. If some of them go for our city, we are dead. Spirit of Mars helps. It's legionaries. Okay. Elite legionaries from Caesar. Press respect. 23 favor. Still dead. After run with lower wages. The long-term viability of the city is limited unless you get a lot of taxes. If we go out Grand Temple to Venus, it could have helped with this. But like this, not really. Grand Insula could have helped as well, I guess. Just need to grind favor. Send him a medium gift. Instant debt is just killing my favor. Yet again. How do we deal with that? Cannot deal with that. I have a little bit of money, but favor died because of it, because of the fluctuations. 10 favor. It's gonna mean another invasion and I'm gonna die to it. Can't bet. Well, I'll just make another javelin fort because that's what we need to do. Actually, make it elsewhere. And the next attack is gonna be pretty much unbeatable unless we have Grand Temple to Mars, which we don't have. Natives. I cannot give him a gift to calm him down. There's no way for me to avoid another invasion now. So the thing we need to do is let's make a couple of towers. Not gonna help. We are so dead. Legion is here. Is it spending? No, it's the trade. It's the fucking trade. What else would it be? With prices like this and wages standard and all the other circumstances. 150 workers sunk into that. It's nothing I can really influence. The trade overseas is just not worth it. We paid 7,000 for it and it didn't even earn us that amount over the years, I don't think. It's real unfair. I'm gonna be here years, decades even to recover this favor. I don't want it. It's the last thing to do with this lack of economy. Well, just let it happen, there's nothing I can do about it. That... It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. There's very little I can do. I'm gonna have to protect these guys as well, even though I don't want to do that. Because they are not the most evolved people ever, which could make them angry. But let's do that. It's gonna be some extra money, not a huge amount. How much did it help? It did help a little bit. But they are angry. I have to juggle the taxes. Come on, Caesar. I'm sure we complete a milestone soon or something, so it's gonna give us extra favor. If not, then, well, we're gonna just let the game... I don't know, if there was an auto-gift feature, I would totally flick it on, just gift him small gifts yearly. That actually yield us the most favor, but could we be asked to do it? I guess we will do it in each January. Just take note of when it's gonna be January next, and keep gifting him. January, gift him a gift. Next year the same thing. Rinse and repeat until we are done. What does feel good? Because of the stacks we managed to get surplus, which is slowly accumulating, but it's still not good enough. I misjudged that. So it's in March now. Well, it's not good. Months. 12 months, I'll send him a gift again. It's gonna be very slow. But yeah, there's just nothing else I can do. I think I missed a gift. Yeah. It's April now. The month where we need to send him a gift. You could take the higher salary and send him the medium gifts maybe, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Well, let's try it anyways. $29, so we are gonna be at 27. But if we can gift the medium gift, that would be worth it. Oh, there were so many requests. The problem is they all happen like, and the map instructions say, oh yeah, expand slowly, which means the time flows quickly if you expand slowly. And we did try our best to do it quick. And it still happened like spam, 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 request, request, request. Like 5 requests at a time. Poo, 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 poo. Just constant spam of requests. And yeah, I fulfilled them, most of them I sent. But problem is, you ran out. And now I'm here and, well, I'm just getting favored with gifts. Which, as you can imagine, is not very good. So it would have been much better if the requests were stretched over a longer period as the map was designed for. Just a thought. Another month. You'll need that extra money for a medium gift. 32, so it's gonna leave us at 30. 50 extra favor. Gift. No, we'll have to wait 2 more months. It's slightly just not adding up how much we would need. July. 35. It's gonna be 33 in January, yeah. Gift. It's gonna still, yeah, keep killing us with the favor. But yearly we are getting some surplus, and unless we get crushed by unemployment, we should be fine. Can't gift yet. No, it needs to be the small gifts. It's the worst. I have to micro that. I just want to quit. I don't want to play this anymore. It proves nothing. Proves nothing. The city is everything. It has all the rating. Just the requests ran out because of reasons. Because of the natives, we lost the warehouse. If that one thing didn't happen, we would have had like 60 favor in surplus, because I did have it stockpiled up. Just the natives killed my warehouse for trade and it threw us into deficit for ages. Mismanaging it. You need to do exactly the month you can, otherwise it's gonna slowly also be worse off. 6 more months. Some of the gifts. June again, so let's just fast forward once more. Still going? Yes, I'm grinding favor. Labor is going down. At least the health is not perfect, so maybe people will die off. It's my only hope. It's our population, I don't even want to see it. It's gonna be a demographic cliff. Yeah, it's coming. Just cut my hair, I thought we finished while I was there. Yeah, I was hoping I would finish, but when the natives destroyed my warehouse, they took 60 favor with it, because I wasn't able to keep the city afloat since I didn't notice it before. And that killed my 60 favor stockpiled up. So we are starting from nothing. So you have to grind it. And of course the requests ran out because it was spamming them like nobody's business. Even though the map specifically says, your progress is stretched over a longer period. Still gets spammed like crazy. with their quests. It's kind of important to stage the events. If you make a map where you have very limited economy like this one, for example, so that the requests are not happening very quickly, otherwise you are just gonna run out very quickly. Let's remove our military. So I need to do it yearly. Fix the favor exploit on Augustus, I don't know. I don't think they did. But it wouldn't help me here. It's only applicable where you don't have any salary, basically. You think you did differently? How differently? This is the only real way. Labor. Remove those. Remove that. Keep this. We actually will cut off the road access because it wasn't there originally. Don't need a supply post. This is still going on. The money is sort of fine though. Okay, I waited way too long. Let's give him medium game. 100 salary for 2 months and 0 for the rest of the year. But you're not supposed to get as much. It's still an exploit. You're still using that exploit. That's what I was doing on the map without any salary. You are supposed to get, you are getting 2 denarii per year. If you count the 5 denarii you can't get, if you lose 2 favor per year, you are only gonna be capped at 60 per year. So if you take 200 per year, he will add up whatever you took over the course of the year. So that's, you are taking over triple the amount you are supposed to have. That's not good. And the Caesar should be very, very, very angry at you for that, but he's not, because Augustus has his math slightly off, so you are still using that exploit. It's the exact thing I did with the map with no salary. Oh no. What? Why? Oh no. Voltaic collapsed. Are you getting it? You will be getting it. Oh yeah, labor, it's just... okay. This is not good. No question what it is. This is not good. How are we gonna solve that? Just let them fetch some pottery, I guess. It's just not enough, this output. It's also because of the labor shortage though. Oh no. This is not good. Just use highways, I guess. I really don't want to though. Oh. It must. Now it might be slightly better. Oh. Yeah, send him a gift. Okay, this stabilized, sort of. Two more mats. Could we fit another clinic in here? Yes. Let's get another clinic because he's currently occupied too much. 9 months. Could also do another clinic in here. It will help. Months. Okay. Let's give him a gift. Now we should be getting closer. Yeah, 65 favor. If the requests were stretched over a longer period, as they should have been, it would be fine. Yeah, this is really hurting us. Just for a half an hour at least, I've been doing this. I really don't like it. It's a waste of my time, it's a waste of your time. Nobody likes it. It proves nothing. We will be facing the demographic cliff most likely, which is something. But it doesn't really matter, people are dying off. And we are gonna get a lot of new people grow up soon, so this is fine. Most likely. Right. July, August. Imagine not having the 500 speed on this. We would be spending hours to grant a favor. Almost. Yeah. And we could just wait a year. Yeah, no. Wait for January. Send the favor. Let's switch to Caesar. Salary. Let's get 2 gifts. Let's get a gift. A large one. Finally ran away from here. Oh no. I did only send him. I did it 2 months sooner than I should have. Oh no. Let's switch to 0 for a bit. He's gonna be a little bit angry, but hopefully not as angry as he could be. September. I got too excited. December. Yeah, he didn't like that. So now we have to give him... Just wait. It's gonna be another year and then we are gonna be done. Yeah, I'll send him mediums. Let's throw a salary up to Denari. Wait until January. get ourselves Caesar salary for a bit. $10 months. Yes, finally done. The half an hour was just grinding thick in favor. So the city was done like hour and 15 minutes in, something. Yay. Yeah, the last half an hour was just a skip. But whatever, we've done it. The map itself, I mean, it's fairly pretty, as we are used to with xHyuukin's maps. This area, if it wasn't available, it would have been worse for us. But it's sort of challenging logistics since you cannot really farm here much at all. So we still had to just ferry stuff in, and it wasn't easy. Trade is just insanely tiny because of the trade prices. It would have been good to have some variation throughout the game. There was not a single price fluctuation, and 60 denarii for furniture, it's not worth it to manufacture it, even. I don't think. So unless it's like 70, it's not even worth it. The oil is 70 and I sold that and didn't feel like it gave me much. If you tax all your people, absolutely everyone, you can have surplus, but the tax is the sole thing that's keeping you alive. The trade is minuscule, even with the natives, because it's the prices that are crucial. And the pottery, he sold as much as we could, but it wasn't really enough. The outpost, 151 people from the start you need to employ in here. It's quite cool. 150 people is like the basics of a block, just used for that before you even start making any money. With 6,000, which is tight, but doable. We didn't struggle with favorite early, we did struggle with it later though. So how it works. Salary, in this instance, if you waste the request so quick, you might as well go with at least 8 denarii salary for the person, so they don't have to grind it so slowly later on. But it happened to me because of the natives. If they didn't smash the warehouse, I would have been fine. I had like 60 favors stockpiled up. I just died because of it. And then, no, I didn't die, but the favor died out. So we went into that. Other than that, food is plentiful enough. All these small bits of water and some rocks, it's all you need to make the map more difficult to build on. Well, this is still just suited for regular blocks. Otherwise, getting regular blocks in here would have been difficult, especially since this is farmland as well. You need to use it to feed people. So patricians here, there was still some space around, but not that much. So, no military, even though there are forts, which makes it a little bit strange. I guess if you plan people to get invaded by Caesar, you need to have the forts. But it was confusing. I was worried I would get invaded and invested into a bunch of military, which I should have avoided at all costs. If you know this, just don't do any military at all and save the money and expand even faster and beat the map even faster, because you won't have to do anything to funnel it to the military. But this is gonna be it for Caesar for today. We might play some Cyberpunk later. Let's take a look. It's playing what? Yogdok is playing some Dark Tide, so let's trade the Yogdok.